Mhm. Dismiss. Okay. Should be doing good. Yep. Okay, let me just copy and paste in the Discord. There you go. Should be fine. Ah, son of a bitch, it's back. Ew. Okay, well, good news, but still, ew. I don't like it. Ugh. Okay. Alright. So. Alright. Alright. I don't know if I should wait or not, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably just gonna start. Alright. Alright, let's continue on. Profile 1. Select the chapter. Okay. Begin from playing. No, fear not, no progress or collectibles will be lost. Okay, yes. Okay. So basically, now that I figure out on how do I get the scooper ending, I basically need to do, okay, chapter 1, 3, and 1, 3, 5, and 7. That's what I need, right? Not 2 minutes ago. Whoa, what happened? Okay, so basically, once I... Hold up. I need to get... Son of a... Okay. Hold up. I'm getting a lot of spoilers up ahead, so I'm. Get... Yeah, here we are. We're back here. Okay, it should be this one, right?
Gregory? Gregory? You there? I got your message.
Okay, so then...
Gregory! Are you there?
Hold up. Okay, so then no, they're not showing which... Okay, so... Where should it be? Where should it be? Where should it be? Okay, well, pretty sure after this. Dang. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so... Okay, so... Chapter 1... 3... 5... and 7. It should be like that, but I don't know. I need to find the previous one. Because, like, there was one that basically just said everything about it. Okay, so basically once I open the door, I'm just gonna wait until the game saves. Once that happens, I basically will get out, then go into... Okay. Chapter 1, 3, 5, and 7. Alright. Good. Alright, time to speedrun. Okay.
I don't get it. Why would Gregory tell me to come to this old place and then not be here? What is that?
Can I skip?
Maybe if I get up there, I can see better.
Nope. Okay, well. No going alone. She's not fast as Gregory, but she is kind of slow. You at least think that she might be a bit fast, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, there you go. Got the light. Funky, alright. I believe we go upstairs, right? Yeah, okay. Say, makes me wonder, did it add more spaces in the base game? I should probably find that out. Yeah, I should probably think about it. If they add more space to the base game, then it's like, okay, let me see what they changed. What?
Over here! Are you there? Are you there? I'm trapped.
Gregory? I got your message. Where are you?
Help! Something grabbed me. It won't let me go. You have to find me. I'm trapped in the sinkhole under the raceway.
Under Roxy Racers? That's all the way on the other side. I'm not even close.
Okay, there you go. Right. I should probably change the... Can I change the title? Like, can I edit? Oh, wait. Uh oh. What a deuce for Scooper only. What a... Is that how I spell it? Should be. Yeah, Scooper, yeah. Yeah, okay, just... The channel... Thumbnail... Just know it's not made for kids, age restriction... No, don't restrict my viewers over 18. Sure, why not, I guess. I don't know. Guess I'll just do that, but... No, wait, no, it's not made for kids. No, don't restrict my video to viewers over 18. Actually, no, just do that. Why not? Think. Okay, so then should be... There you go. Yeah. I think that might be some lag, so let me just... There you go, yeah, okay. Okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Chica? What happened to you? You look awful. A Faz wrench. It's just like my dad's.
Does do its thing. Fill up. There you go. Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting, and we hope you enjoyed the show.
Okay, do its thing.
Ow, my head. Where'd that freaky Monty thing go? I better find a way out before it comes back.
Wait, where do I go? Oh.
Hi. Free mask. Please take a mask. Take a mask. Take a mask. Thank you. Please enjoy.
Weird. It's not a Bonnie mask. Look at all the wires and stuff. Cool. Ow! That hurts.
Action not permitted in air.
Ah! What are you still doing here? I swear that doorway was blocked.
Okay, so there you go.
What's that supposed to be?
Okay, let it do its thing.
Gregory! Are you there? Hey! That's my voice!
Should save, right? Just wait, I guess. Actually, no, just wait a little bit more.
Gregory! Are you there?
Should save, right? I don't want to do the whole thing all over again, only for me to just find out that didn't work. So I just need to wait until it saves. Once it saves, I can get out. Okay. Okay, let it do its thing. Okay, so then now. Okay then, so once we do that, go down to chapter 3, play the map as usual. Chapter 3. Okay, so once I find chapter 3's camera, then do the whole thing again. Wait until it like saves, doesn't like an automatic save. Once that happens, quit, and then go down to chapter 7. Do all that kind of stuff. Basically, I can just skip the entire thing. I can just go into that area without having no fuss. So, yeah. Once that happens, and then no, 5 is. Oh wait, I haven't figured out chapter 5 yet. Okay, well, guess I'll figure that one out.
This vent is creaky. I really hope it doesn't.
Oh yeah, right, no, 5 is Roxy Raceway. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I think I may have done it. I don't know. I just hope it does the thing, and then once that happens, I guess I'll just start. But if it doesn't, then just start the thing new again, I guess.
There's no more track! I gotta get off this thing! It's not stopping!
Okay, now.
Cassie, where are you?
Gregory, I made it to Catwalks. You said I could get to the raceway from here?
Hold on. The schematics say there's a way to redirect the gondolas to the maintenance room. Deactivate the security node, then use the track controller.
Gregory, you there? Of course not. So, security node and tracking controller. Whatever that is.
Go. Okay, that's gonna help a little bit earlier, but even though I'm not going through the entire chapter again. Okay, so no secret camo for this one. Alright.
I wish this thing worked. The floor is all slippery.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Shut it. Nope. Nope. Alright. This one. Two. Hi.
Ugh, I'm gonna puke. How did I get over here?
That thing. It's sending out some sort of distress signal and Monty is responding.
Fuck. Was it that one? Think so. Yep, it is.
Cass, you really need to get back on the Gator Gondola and go to the maintenance room.
Okay, it looks like I already opened that one, but I don't know. I think I actually do have to play a new game. If I have to, then fuck. Well shit, looks like I'm gonna have to play through the entirety of the game again.
What happened to it?
Yeah, with my help, I have been helping with the signal jammer. That bad thing won't bother you anymore.
Oh yeah, right, I forgot. Right, okay, whoops, I forgot. I don't even know if it's saved or not, so I guess I'm gonna have to redo the entire thing again. Ugh. To get a node, then it saves, and then we get out. Then I'm gonna go down to chapter 5 and see if I got it or not. If I was missing chapter 5, then okay, that kind of makes sense. But if not, and it still doesn't, like, does a thing, then I can just do the entire thing all over again. Where is it? Okay, once it saves. Okay. Chapter 5. Start that. I believe. Should be on Roxy Wasteway. Alright, yeah, okay, so we're back here. I believe we...
trying hard enough.
Poor Roxy.
Huh? Who's there? You can't hide from me. Gregory.
No! Gregory, run! Roxy's after you! Gregory, are you there?
Cassie, I'm okay. I found a spot to hide. Turn off the nose in the salon to follow Roxy. Hurry, she's close.
Gregory!
I gotta get in there.
Okay, so then I guess we're just gonna deal with the whole entire thing then. Alrighty then.
I can't get the mask off again. Eyeballs? Really? Gross, 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 gross!
Okay, once that happens, go over here. There you go, final one. That was, I was missing that one. Alright, good. Okay, so no, whoops, I forgot the order. Sorry. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care if you're there right now. Hi, bye. Right. Let me try. Okay. So then, yeah. So then I was missing Roxy Raceway. Alright. Okay, so... Alright, so then I guess we no longer have to do Chapter 7. Wait. No, I'm gonna do Chapter 8 because it's like, hey, at least now I know what I'm, like, missing. But paint... Alright, so after this, I go to Chapter 8, do those things again, and then I need to go figure out how to do the scooper ending. Oof, this would be nice if I had Nightkiller's help. Ah, well, he's not in it today. Mm. What is it? It's a Freddy. Wait. Oh, wait, no, it's July 28th. Alright, okay, so we're back here. Okay, come on. Okay, let me just get it done. Oh, fuck. There you go. Okay, so we're back here and let it save. Okay, good. So then now we get out. Then do chapter 8 and we should be good, right? Should be good. Bowser Blast nods, Cassie returns to the raceway. Look, I want to see what will happen if... Because I want to see the cutscene where instead of like doing how it normally is, I want to see if it like changes anything. Because the model of freaking Mimic changes from to something else. I do not know what that is, but I want to see what the heck is this about. Mm-hmm. What up? Ba-da-da. No, don't restrict my videos to viewers over 18. Over 18 only. Do not restrict my videos. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me just change it. Just. Ba, ba-da. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Ugh, I bet those security nodes are all the way down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a bit weird how you can get followers though. Okay, there you go. Now we just need to book it. Come on, where are you? Okay, figure it out, figure it out. Go. Hop up. Where'd I go? Oh.
Freddy! Freddy? Are you okay? Be functional. There's the inhibitor!
Okay, let it load.
clear signal!
Gregory, I shut down all the security nodes. I'm in the Roxy party garage. Am I close?
Almost. There's still one node left that's keeping the underground sealed.
Where?
Roxy's the final node. You need to deactivate her.
But...
Deactivate her and save me. Save me, Cassie, please. It's so dark down here.
Roxy.
Cassie. Cassie. Welcome back. Your
You
special
remember
day.
me?
I remember. Your special day. Do you still like carrot cake? It has been some time since I saw you last. If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are number 1. Twice. Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time. Cassie,
Still hate it.
what are you doing?
Still hate it.
So sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Roxy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, shut it. Oh, wait, no, that's Hell of a Boss. Whoops, I thought this was Five Nights at Freddy's. Alright. And we're back.
no. Come on. Stupid flashlight.
I am a candy cadet. Come get your candy here. I have candy all day, every day. Candy, 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 candy.
Do you think it'll change? No? One time per playthrough.
Why are there burners everywhere? It's like the inside of an oven.
There you go. Should change, right?
You saved me! You saved me.
Whoa, whoa,
Gregory?
whoa.
I'm Gregory.
Whoa, okay.
You're not Gregory. What are you?
I'm Gregory.
Whoa!
Get out of here! Run!
That's different.
Cassie, can you hear me?
Gregory? Is that really you? I mean, really you?
I've been trying to reach you all night. I'm not at the pizza place. I'm trying to trick you.
You're a bit late. This thing in the basement sounds just like you. How do I know this is you for real?
Is there another option? You need to get out of there now.
How?
My friend has access to the building maps. Just follow his instructions.
Whoa, okay. Whoa.
Run! Go right! It's right behind you! Keep going! Go right! Right! Hurry!
shit. Okay. Uh. Okay, so that's how it is. Kellen Goff, yeah. Alright, to be honest, it was kind of short, but then at the same time, I did want to make it a little short stream. But yeah, I basically only done that part. Now I just need to look up like lore videos on like what the heck just happened, but I'm pretty sure I got things somewhat connected. Should I say my final thoughts right now, or should I just wait until I'm back in the opening screen? I think I might. But at the same time, I feel like I should probably talk about some of the things. Alright, Alright. I gotta say this. No. I think I'm just gonna let the credits roll, and then once I'm back in the main menu, I'm just gonna talk about it. Just gonna let the credits roll. Oh. Anything changed? No? What? Nothing changed? Wait. Huh? That's strange. Wouldn't there be title cards about each ending? No? No? Strange. Okay, well... Okay, well... Guess I'm just gonna talk about it. Right. Ruin. Alright, okay. Okay, so Ruin. What do I say about this DLC? Well... Okay, I think I wanna go by the story first. Basically... Okay, so from what I said, or at least from what I gathered when playing the DLC, the story takes place after the main events of the base game of Security Breach, and, well, yeah, okay. The story takes place after the events of, like, the base game of Security Breach, and not only that, the canon ending of this, of the base game is the Princess Quest one, which pretty much explains a lot. Which somewhat, yeah, it does explain a lot what's happening. Like, well, but then, however, it doesn't explain how does the Pizzaplex become all ruined and all that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe it's like that. Yeah, it's the only reason why. There's like a lot of things that shows that it's the Princess Quest ending. I will get to that later, but okay, so yeah. I've probably been, like, it must have been like a few months after that. A few months or a few weeks. No months. Because it does make sense if it was a few weeks after the base game. But yeah, I'm guessing a few months. After the base game, Then you play as Cassie, who gets a message from Gregory about being trapped underneath the Pizzaplex. She goes in there, like, all naive. Well, not naive, but kind of clueless about the situation. Then she gets trapped into it. Well, not trapped. She finds then she finds like a vanny mask, uses it, which basically allows you to like phase through objects, hack some uh, security nodes, and sometimes maybe deactivate. Well, yeah, sometimes deactivate the little signboards. I don't know what they do. I'm not gonna figure that one out. I'm probably just gonna look up a video. What happens if I do that? Um, Once that happens, well, I mean, you also get like you get the Venimax, and then you also get a wrench, which basically allows you to fix like doors, or at least supply doors that need power. So do that, you open up some areas of the map, and then pretty much, okay. I'm gonna basically explain about the items and all that kind of stuff. You get a wrench, you get a mask, you get a flashlight, and that's basically it. Those are your 3 items that you're gonna be using throughout the entirety of the game. Right, okay. After that, she basically faces some characters of the Pizzaplex that are like been damaged and worn: Monty, Chica, and Roxy. Monty, Chica, Roxy, and Freddy. Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of people. You got like Freddy, you got Monty, Moon, Sun and Moon, Chica, and Roxy, including the little Music Man. I'm surprised they didn't even use the. Yeah. Oh, and also Endos, the Mini Music Man. What else? Oh, and some like new ones. The Vanny virus. No, not the Vanny virus. It's the Vanny protective system that's been like protecting the area, as well as the Mimic. So there's that. Yeah, the Mimic is like there. Like I have not read the stories, but yet somehow like I have not read the story, but I have watched a little bit of essays and theories about like what's going on in the book. So at least I know who that was. Okay, so what about this? Basically, you play through the entirety of the game just going around finding security nodes, hacking them, all that kind of stuff. You do that like a lot for like each chapter. I mean, it's kind of easy on like what you're like looking for, but however, it's kind of a bit. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about gameplay wise. I'm not talking about the story, but the story is basically like this. You basically go down there, try to find Gregory, but like once you do, you also have to face. But during so, you also have to face up like a lot of own enemies and sometimes like that. Um, which is also kind of gives you like subtle hints about like other characters, like how Bonnie, or at least something like that. A bits of pieces of Bonnie like reference like a bit. I don't know. I'm like gibberish. I'm not thinking straight. I'm not tired. I'm just not thinking straight. Okay, I don't think I want to do the story no more. I don't think. Okay, let me try to see. So it takes place after the base game. We all know that. It takes like months after that. The canon ending would be the Princess Quest 1, which basically means that like Vanny has been going around in the Pizzaplex, or at least the ruined Pizzaplex, and been upgrading the area one by one by just putting down the security nodes to keep Mimic at bay. But however, throughout the entirety of the story, we've been undoing Vanny's work. Now my question is, how the hell did he manage to get Vanny's mask? Wouldn't Vanny just keep the mask to herself so like no one else would like, like mess around or something like that? But then yet again, she might have like lost it, or at least like left it behind. Oh yeah, never mind, she did left it behind. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, she left it behind. I forgot about it. Okay, so we basically undid her work and all that kind of stuff, which basically means that the protective system that's been like, attacking us throughout the entirety of the game is now fully sealed, which also explains why the animatronics are like basically after us, meaning that they're protecting the system so that no one else will like undo it, and so like the mimic can like have like full control of the area. Like no, like it's only there to protect itself from other people from like trying to mess it up. But apparently we kind of did that without like knowing, so that was kind of our own fault. But doing so, Mimic is now free, and then we have a little like chase sequence of it. Now there's two options that we can go to. Normal ending is basically where you go down to the elevator and all that kind of stuff. You get it. Then Gregory kills Cassie because hey, the mimic now is like in full control of the Pizzaplex. This kind of means like he's basically able to roam around freely, and so like he doesn't want nobody, including the mimic, to come out. So she kills her right there and there with like the elevator. But with the scooper ending, it kind of changes like some things. One, Mimic no longer is an endoskeleton. He now wears a weird looking suit. A different suit. It's a lion suit. Not only that, there's also like some like characters in that little basement area, but like it was like brief. So like I didn't get to see like what it was, but I'm pretty sure like once I like see like some videos, it just goes around and all that kind of stuff. Basically, not only that, I believe a whole new like animation goes with it too. Then you have a whole chase sequence again, but this time, however, instead of going to the elevator, we go into the scooping room, which basically, once that happens, you press the button and the mimic that was chasing after you gets scooped up by the scooper, in which I'm guessing it kind of kills it. Now, I do not know what was the ending card that comes with it, because I didn't get to see, like, both of them, but it's like, it's all been like black. Like I hope that it was just a glitch or something like that. It's like it's not allowing me to see the ending cards. I want to know like what it looks like, so I'm probably just gonna look it up. But yeah, Cassie is alive in that ending, and I'm pretty sure that might be the canon ending for this DLC. There is a third ending though. It's called the Fredbear ending, which I'm not gonna go through that. I don't even want to go through the hassle of like finding a third one. Like the two endings are like very easy to do. Like the scooper ending, it's like you can like do that on accident if you like just if you're like me. I kind of did that by accident. Is like pretty much weird. I found the first one on accident, then I found the second one on accident. The fifth one I did on chapter 5, the third one, yeah, like I found that one on accident, but since like I died, it did not count it, so I basically forgot about it. I thought I like got it, but no, I didn't. But yeah, then the last one, yeah, it was like I also got that one on accident, so pretty much it's like very easy to get the second the scooper ending. Then I mean also the normal ending too. It's also very easy to get those two, but I'm pretty sure the Fredbear one is like probably something different. You have to like do something, and I'm guessing it has to do with like deactivating the little wet floor signs, I guess. I don't know what else. I'm only talking about the game. Well, I'm not talking about the gameplay, but all that kind of stuff. It's so I don't know, what are my thoughts of this DLC? I say is this. I kinda had fun playing it. There's a lot of puzzles, yes. Some of the puzzles are kind of like easy, but a little bit challenging too. I mean, to be honest, some people manage to do it. For me, it's like it took me like a while to like get it done, especially around chapter 7 with like the Music Men. God, I hate that. I hate that chapter, but pretty sure I'm probably gonna talk less about them, but it's fun and all that kind of stuff. The secrets, on the other hand, it's like, I mean, I want to say the secrets are kind of easy to find, especially if you're like not looking for them in the first place. Sometimes you find one on accident, sometimes you don't. Well, you find one on accident, and sometimes you just like, it's very easy to find, but at the same time, it's kind of something. Kind of wish they gave us like a little bit more time in the vanity masks mode, so like basically I don't need to worry about like having the antivirus like not like come out of nowhere and just kill me, because like I want to take a look around with the vanity mask. I mean, I'm pretty sure like they add like a lot more stuff to the scenery with the mask on, but it's like no, you're on like a time limit, and if he catches you, you're basically dead. I would love to see the entire game in that kind of filter, but oh well, it's something like that. What else? What else is to just say? Right. Should I talk? No, I'm still gonna talk about gameplay wise. Okay, so throughout this entire game, they gave us like a bunch of like new obstacles that we're gonna be using, but however, they're kind of like somewhat easy, like once you know like what to do. Okay, for the animatronics, the three of them, I believe, like Monty, Chica, and Roxy, they basically kind of have like their own little thing, but like there weren't really basically a thread. Like all you need to do is go into the cameras and go to the cams, go to into the right cameras that are basically find the right camera that is safe or at least far away from the player as you can. You press X or E depending on where you are, and then you lure them to that area, and which basically allows you to go continue on the area that you are, and allows you to exploit, and pretty much like it. But if there's some like obstacles that you need, you just basically lure them in, and they'll do like their little animation, and then they just go off, and then you're just free to go. They're not really basically a threat. If you don't know what you're doing, then it's like okay, maybe, but it's like it's kind of like easy to like get around them. The endos on here, yes, they used them a few times, but that was only beginning of the few chapters, I believe. Chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2 is the one that they're like used. But however, that was only it. The endos were only used to that chapter, and that's pretty much it. They weren't hard as they were in security. No, I don't think they were hard in security breach. It was just me that I didn't want to like look at them while like walking, or at least have me worried. Um, they're like very easy to traverse. All you just need to do is just like use the vanity map, just avoid touching them at all costs. Heck, even with like heck, you can like take it off, and then just look straight at them. They'll stop at your tracks, which giving you like much more breathing room. And then like once you're like done looking at them, put on the mask, and they will just go buzz off somewhere else. It gives you enough space to like walk past through them. Once that happens, you just go, and that's pretty much it. They're kind of easy to deal with. And I also kind of like the fact they have less of them than a lot of them. I guess it was something. The staff bots, of course, they did say before before they released it, yeah, there were like none any. Which, okay, I guess that makes sense. They were like all out of decommission and all that kind of stuff. The animatronics did kind of kill them off. So, they're just there, just scenery decorations. And do I feel sad about that? Nope. Did not like the security bots. Thank God I didn't use them. I mean, there are some points that maybe they could have used the security bots, but then at the same time, it's like, I'm like thinking about the trash dump variants. Maybe. But then it's like, I don't know. Probably make the game a little bit too annoying. Or at least for the DLC. What else? What else? Right, the mini Music Man, right. The mini Music Man are kind of annoying. They're like, I did not expect them to have like a lot. I thought there was just only one, and that would be only for like the events. No, apparently there's like more than one. And being around in chapter 7 is like god, there are like so many, and they're like so hard to see. They're so small, and the only way you can ever hear them is by when like their music box is playing. But then it's like at the same time, it's like you don't know where they are. Heck, they sometimes like blend in into like the area because like they would be like at one point they would be deactivated, but then like once you go like pass by them or at least come back to the same area again, that one somehow reactivates and just goes after you, and like no matter how far you go, they'll still chase you. Which is like it's pretty weird because shouldn't you be at least like stopped, like or at least join up with the other group if I'm like no longer in that area anymore? But no, still weird that they chase you so long. Are they easy to like traverse? Like pretty much. It's like once you like figure out which cameras they're like there should be in, and it's like yeah, it took me like around like 5 tries to get around from that chapter, even though that's probably one of the simplest ones, and I just completely uh made it hard for myself because like I have legit no idea where to go. Um mm, but all in all, it's kind of something. And then you have the antivirus, which I'm guessing, yeah, actually no, I'm just gonna call it the Vanny virus. No, no, I'm not gonna call it the Vanny virus. I'm just gonna call it the antivirus then. The antivirus guy, that thing, I gotta say this. He's not, I mean, he is kind of scary depending on what it is, but he is kind of annoying. So it's like, judging from the gameplay alone, or at least the time that I was like using the mask, I believe it takes like probably either 10 or 20 seconds for him to come in and then do his own thing. Now, for him to like actually kill you, it's like, I think it's like a minute, maybe? Like, I don't think it's a minute. I don't know, like, how long does he, like, kill you, but it's like, if you stay in the mask for too long, you basically start to see, like, white lines, like, coming up to your screen and all that kind of stuff. It basically indicates, like, hey, you should probably get off the mask right now, you should not still be here, and all that kind of stuff. Heck, I mean, you can still probably traverse the map with the mask on, it's just that it's like, you have to like take it off like the moment it starts like seeing like white stripes like all over your screen. Once that happens, you basically get killed by any animatronic that was traversing in that area. So if you kept the mask on chapter 1 or 3, you get killed by Monty. 2, I'm guessing the Endos. 4, you basically get killed by Chica. And then 5 is Chica, and then 6, no, 5 is probably Roxy. And then 6 is probably Chica. No, Chica deactivates around 5, so she's no longer a threat. But you still get killed by her. And around like, yeah, in 5, 6, Miniman. 6 and 7, Miniman. 8, it's probably, yeah, 8 is Freddy. And, yeah, Miniman and Freddy. And 9 is just the Mimic, and that's only it. But, you no longer use the mask anymore, because the mask is, like, no longer deactivates. The Vanny mask was kind of something I wanted, well, not wanted, because like I did not know like how did like Vanny like traverse the map, but then after like using the mask like throughout the entirety of the game, it kind of explains a lot, because judging from it, using the mask allows you to like phase through like certain areas. Like if there's like a blockage, and if it's like a little bit pixelated, put on the mask and you can able to like traverse it. Heck, it kind of also explains on like on how like where she like goes. So it's like she uses like portals and all that kind of stuff, which it kind of makes it's weird, like how that makes sense. So like you mean to tell me like there's this part that is like, okay, so chapter 3, there's the balconies of Monty's gated golf. There's some like catwalks missing, right? But put on the mask, the catwalks are seem to be like somewhat like improvised bridges. It kind of makes me question too. So like for like an outsider to like look at this person is just walking on air, which is strange, because it's like it's a bit weird for like someone like, or at least an outsider to like see this shit. It's like, wait, so you put on the mask and you can easily walk through it. Wait, so then it's like, how does it look for like an outsider without the mask to see someone like coming through like a wall that had like a TV screen to like go like phase through it? It's so weird. It's like okay, that's basically weird. That it kind of leads me to like more questions than answered. It's like, so then how the fuck is this supposed to work? So like she just phased through all this kind of shit. So like if an outsider were to like to see this shit, there's like okay, so an outsider like this wall is still here. I can't phase through it. But if I put in the mask, I go through this wall without like no effort at all. Like it's just empty. But like to someone, you just go through it. It's like a scene like a Harry Potter. Probably like that, but it's so weird to think about, even though it's like, yes, it's a gameplay mechanic, but it's like, it's also kind of like making me question about a little bit. Um, okay. Um, I don't know, I'm still questioning on how the fuck this doesn't work. Even then, I gotta say, this kind of just BS right there. Um, what else? The wrench is kind of like pretty nifty. Like I generally kind of thought we're gonna be using this like a lot more, like like turning on like some machines. Like yeah, okay, so these things like open the doors, okay, and also hack like some the nods, okay. And I like, and then heck, when we like reboot like Sun and Moon, it's like, oh, okay, so like, are we also gonna be like doing that for like the others? No, just only him, which is kind of weird. Him and Roxy, but it's strange because it's like they're at some points of the game where it's like, okay, so then can't we like fix them like a little? Can't we just like reboot them or something like that? No, it's just no, I guess. Hmm. Though I kind of wish they kind of did more with the wrench, because like you have the flashlight, it basically allows you to see in the dark, which is like, hey, that is something that it's been like meant to be used than the base game, because in the base game it's like you really don't need to like use the flashlight all that much, because like the lights are like still on and all that kind of stuff. But thankfully in this game there are no lights. The only times you ever get lights are just like some like parts of like, it's like, you know, still on or something, or even like the little like workers like lights and all that kind of stuff, which is, it's kind of nice. It fits the like the theme of this part. But yeah, I guess they kind of use it what it's meant. But for the wrench, it's like, no, you only use that for like doors and only Eclipse and Roxy, and that's only it. It's not used like offensively, because it's like, well, I mean, to be honest, what the heck are you gonna do with a wrench like that? I mean, maybe you can like use it to like, but then the cams are like kind of like that. They have like little like cam areas so you can traverse and all that kind of stuff. But then it's like, I feel like there should be like some parts, like maybe like if you want to distract them without like going back to the cams, then you can just go up to like a noisemaker or something like that, or maybe one of those like little kiddie rides. You turn them on, and then you, okay, once you turn them on, you basically run, and then enemies, or at least anyone that was like nearby, will be like alerted from it, and it will just stay there until the thing will just stop. Once that happens, they basically go back once, because like it kind of gives you like more of a chance to like get it, even if like the voice thing isn't enough. I feel like they could have used it a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe it's like hard, or maybe they didn't get it like enough time to like to program that in, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. Um. Okay. Oh no. Oh yeah, right. The cams. So instead of like having the fast watch, instead of like going through like traversing like each cameras and all that kind of stuff, no, there are certain parts of the map, or at least certain parts of the chapters where there's like these cam stations where instead of like taking it with you all the way, no, you're gonna have like limited cams on like each part of the map. If the cam is like what you're looking, you basically can't use the other ones. So you have to like go like a little bit like halfway through the other part of the map, or at least across the map to find another one. Once you do, you get to use those sets of cams. Um, in all seriousness, I kind of like I kind of like that idea. Because, like, in the base game, the fast watch isn't really all that useful. I mean, yeah, sure, it kind of, like, gives you, like, on where, like, the animatronics are, or at least where the location that you need to be. But then at the same time, it's like, throughout the majority of the game, you kind of, like, use less and less of the fast watch. The only time you ever need to use it would be just either the map or the ejections that you need, or even maybe, like, the secret notes, and that's only it. And it's like, it becomes useless. Using cameras in the base game are just like obsolete. You just be wasting your time on like trying to find what you're looking for. Plus, not only that, it's like very hard to see. But in the cams in Ruin, I kind of like have like somewhat clear, even though like it's no longer colored. But it kind of makes sense since it's like not really fully operational. It's only there temporarily. So like they can like know like where things, certain areas are, or something like that, or at least keep an eye on things. And plus, like, not only that, they're also like limited on the cameras. Plus, not only that, they give you like little hints of like where you need to go, which is like, it's nice to see that. You also like lose the you also lose the interaction of like moving the camera up and down, zooming in and zooming out. No, you have, but they do give you like a mini map of like the area for each cam station, which you can like zoom out. Then you can like figure out on what like what position are you in and where you need to go and what's the right move and that kind of stuff. It's not really all that detailed. It's simplistic, but it's like it's a kind of like very easy to understand on like where you are and all that kind of stuff. Um. Plus, not only that, the cams actually do serve. I mean, I said that already, but they do serve a purpose. They basically are there just to like lure away an enemy from a like certain location that you need to be, or unlock a new path that you need to go. Which is, it makes sense, isn't it? Because like throughout the majority of the base game, it's like you want that enemy to not be there, but however, it's like you have to wait and just like wait for them to go pass by, and then you book it and all that kind of stuff. It's like, hey, it's a lot easier if you can just distract them and like make them go to this way. Which, in all seriousness, I like that. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. I just hope they put that in the main game instead of like this. But at the same time, whatever happens in the base game stays in the base game. Yeah. You want to talk about the characters and all that kind of stuff? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So, Cassie. Right. Her character. Surprisingly enough, I actually like Cassie more than Gregory. Heck, even after this DLC, I actually... yeah, Cassie's probably became a favorite of mine. And Gregory, like, I never did like him in the base game. I never did like him in the base game, no, I never did. And God almighty in this DLC, it made me hate him even more. Even like, yes, I know that most of the majority of the part is from the Mimic itself, but then at the same time, like, I hate how he treated, like, freaking Cassie at the normal ending. Like, bitch, like, you really killed your own best friend? Did you, like, not, like, go check up on her? Huh? Like, she got a message from you, and she went after her, and you did not do anything about that? You did not want to go check on her? I mean, I guess you didn't know, but then at the same time, it's like, you would have at least gotten into, like, some idea, or at least checked up on her, and then say, hey, that wasn't me. I'm, like, not in the pizza place and all that kind of stuff. No. Apparently you just showed up in the last minute, and then you decided to kill her off. Really? God, I hate him so much. Well, not that much, but still. Jesus Christ, man. Um, right. Cassie. Um, yeah, she's kind of my favorite. She's part of the top 5? No, not really, but still. Like, I like her enough to the point where she's like... Yeah, I guess I just like the character and the way she's written. I want to say she has more personality than Gregory. And, yeah, she probably does. Alright. Her design, though... It kind of changed a lot from the concept of it when the first teaser came out. She was nothing but white and blonde, and a lot of people basically assumed that she was the... Well, I mean, a kid, a little girl with blonde hair, and a lot of people are saying, oh, it's Golden Freddy or something like that. It's like, no, it's a different person. Like, yes, they have a same name, but it's an entirely different person. Luckily, they kind of changed the name to no longer be Cassidy, but Cassie, which is a lot better. But it's like, yes, they kind of have the same similar name, but then at the same time, it's like, no, they're different. Then her design got changed again. Yeah, she got changed once. I don't know if that was the trailer or something, but I don't know. But then once the final game came out, she's completely different. She no longer has blonde hair. She basically just has the same color scheme as, like, basically Roxy, surprisingly enough. She no longer has blonde hair. She has brown hair. She has green painted fingernails, which is, I guess, that's a little nice detail. And surprisingly enough, you can see those throughout the majority of the game. I like that little detail. And all that kind of stuff. Not only that, a lot of people were, like, hoping for, like, Chica to be, like, a little guardian and all that kind of stuff. No, that doesn't happen. No one becomes a guardian. Actually, no, Roxy does become a guardian, but that's only, like, at the end part of the game. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, a lot of people were wanting Roxy to become, like, the guardian for this character, but, sad we didn't. But then at the same time, I kind of like the little growth that they gave, like, Roxy and all that kind of stuff. Monty and Chica, like, no, they're the same. They're still the same from before of the base game. Chica is still basically eating, but however, since the events of the regular security breach, she's got nothing but mold and melted plastic all over herself. She basically still has the same voice lines, but all that kind of stuff. But she's basically still the same. She still eats garbage and all that kind of stuff. Her personality does not continue on, but nothing much really. Monty is just animal. He's just a gator. That's all he is. I mean, he still has, he leans more into his animal instincts than in the base game, which is kind of makes sense since he is more of an alligator. Plus, not only that, I kind of like the way that he used him for in the beginning part, because since his part is like flooded and all that kind of stuff, he actually goes underwater, which is, hey, I guess that's pretty neat. I actually like that. I actually like that little detail. Oh, right, Sun and Moon, aka Eclipse. Uh, his is completely different. Like, we already knew that he was not gonna be much of a threat, but I was like hoping for him to be like, you know, be of more of appearance in the either beginning or at least somewhere else in the game. But no, he only shows up only chapter 2. It's only it. You basically reboot like Sun and Moon. Heck, I was actually kind of like wondering if they're gonna be a threat in chapter 2, but no, he wasn't. They basically stayed on top of the playground, and it's like they never moved that spot until you turn like the lights. Once you turn off like all three of them, they just kind of like stopped and don't move. You reboot them, and which creates a whole new character called Eclipse, which it was kind of foreshadowed if you played the little mini game that was in like Sundrop's room, or in their like little room. You played it, and then once you played it long enough, you basically got to see like a little cutscene of the eclipse, but it has like the face of the sun and the moon, and that's only it. Um, but the way that we all basically know their name is like, it wasn't basically a surprise, but I was kind of surprised how like they basically don't use him all that much. Though I did like the new voice that they gave him though. Though I'm pretty sure that's due to like Kellen's cough is like voice for him, all that kind of stuff. Instead of being like mostly on like the son's voice, all that kind of stuff. No, it's the mixture between on both sides, which is like, hey, it makes sense since they are basically now one instead of being, you know, two separate identities. It's nice. It's nice to see that, but kind of wish we kind of see them more. But who knows what the story will take them. Freddy. I'll tell you this. Freddy in this game is not the Freddy that we know from the base game. No, that is a whole new different Freddy. They kind of replaced Freddy with a different one. And I'm guessing that one had like a different personality to the Freddy that we know. That Freddy basically kind of got decapitated. We do not know what was that personality of the Freddy. Maybe it was the exact same one. Like, maybe they had the same personality, but a little bit... They kind of changed it a little bit, but who knows. But, yeah. The design for, like, that Freddy is... kind of interesting. Since we already know there is no head on the body... Oh, wait, but then it kind of makes me question. No. Princess Quest and then the building. Yeah, okay. Okay, kind of makes sense. I'm, like, trying to figure out, like... Because, like, yeah, Freddy's, like, fucking fucked up. Like, they did him, like, freaking... They did, like, a whole lot of damage to him when that happened. Like, his mouthpiece was missing. But then at the same time, Gregory did get his head, and the head looks pretty fine, I guess, somewhat of it. I don't know, okay, but as I was saying, yeah, that isn't the Freddy that we know. That's a whole new different Freddy. That is a prototype version of it. It says it on the paw. It's a new body, probably a new personality too with it. But since the collapse of the pizzaplex, the body did kind of got like destroyed in a little bit of ways. His head is no longer there. Part of his like body is like withered away, and judging from that, since he no longer has his head, he attacks by his big chest cavity, which is kind of unique. It isn't really all that scary, but at the same time, it's like it kind of pays like a little bit of homage to like Fredbear and Nightmare, to be honest, or even the Twisted Freddy one. Yeah, that might be it. That might be like a little reference to that. And now that I think about it, oh yeah. It makes like a little nice reference to it. I didn't even get killed by him. He was just very easy since he doesn't really have a head. He's kind of basically walking around endlessly. So, Roxy's design was pretty interesting because a lot of people were thinking about like, you know, she's kind of have the same head as like basically everyone. She basically has the same head. Nope, that is not the case. And they kind of gave us like a little like hologram on like where her where her mechanisms would have worked, like how her eyes would have worked, how her mouthpiece would have worked, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, okay, so that's how they work and all that kind of stuff. I actually thought that was pretty neat. Her design is like basically they decided to like take her shattered version and just cranked it up a little bit. She's worse for wear and all that kind of stuff. Personality-wise, she basically is still mad at Gregory, but once she like knows that it isn't, you know, Gregory, she backs off. And when you deactivate her, God, I don't know why. I was crying for like over, I believe, 5 minutes after that. Like, I didn't want to move. I just want to like just sit there and just wait a moment and just recollect what the heck just happened. Dude, like, even though like she wasn't that big of this DLC, or at least for this game or this DLC, or even in the base game, all that kind of stuff, Cassie on her part is like, yeah, like, no. For her, it's like, it was a huge deal, and you can already feel it. Plus, not only that, it already gave us a hint that Roxy was her favorite, which, heck, you could basically see it the first time when you get the walkie-talkie. It has this little description on saying, hey, this is my favorite character. And it also says, another part that goes to my collection. Yeah, no, she is a major fan of her, and all that kind of stuff. But doing that is, like, heartbreaking to her, and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, God, that did not feel good. I did not like that part at all. I did not know, like still though, it's so weird. How the hell did I manage to be more effective in this story than Freddy? It's like, dude, in the base game, Freddy is like basically somewhat like a parent figure throughout the entirety of the base game, but Roxy's like basically none of that. You only hear her a little bit, and she's like an enemy in the base game, and even in the DLC, she wasn't even there, and yet somehow I still have like more impact with than Freddy. It's so weird. I don't know why, but at the same time, I guess I just like the writing that they gave her, and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people were still like hoping that she was gonna be the guardian of this DLC. She technically was, but that was only at the end. And even if we didn't get like, you know, flesh her out a little bit more, at least we know that before the deactivating part, she did have a favorite child, and it was Cassie. And surprisingly enough, she's not really all that very competitive when it comes to her. She basically she's just not there. She's a different person, and it's like, what the fuck? Maybe I'm just reading too much of it, but it's like a part, you get to see like a different part of her, and it's like, holy shit. I kind of wish they showed that more with the others. Like, they showed that off with like with Eclipse, because heck, Eclipse is like no longer gonna be like that murderous nighttime daycare attendant or that clingy daycare attendant and all that kind of stuff. No, he is the perfect balance of those two. He basically no longer gives kids nightmares. He gives kids like basically sweet dreams and all that kind of stuff. He's the perfect daycare attendant. We see that after we kind of like fixed him up, and when we see Roxy's at her final moment, it's like, bitch, we see that side, and it's like, it's so weird how they got like two different characters showed off their different sides of like they showed off their sides, but however the other two that we did not see, or at least the others, I mean, we did get to see Freddy's other side, which he didn't got any voice lines, so he's just a headless thing. But we did basically didn't see for Chica's and Monty's. Monty's, they're just basically the same as they were in the base game. And that was something as well. Strangely enough. But it's like so freaking weird. Mimic. I like how we basically all know that it was Mimic all along. And it's like, it wasn't really that much a surprise. Heck, throughout this entirety of the game, I already had a feeling and knew that it was the Mimic all along. And when I started off in chapter 8 for like the first time, I automatically knew that, yep, it is already confirmed that Mimic has been the one pulling the strings, all that kind of stuff. And it's because of like how Gregory's voice is like no longer smooth or something like that. No, it's just botched. It's been stitched. The settings have been stitched. It's all been voice clips and all that kind of stuff, which like it kind of makes me wonder, was that very obvious from the very beginning? And to my surprise, it's not. From the very beginning of the game, Mimic was using Gregory's voice perfectly. I'm guessing he used most of his power to like make up a good sentence. So like there's no botch in between, there's no like stitches in between sentences, like no, there's like none. And heck, you can even like got like a little bit more towards like the, notice how it's like basically Mimic all along is by Helpy too, because like whenever Helpy has like a yellow and purplish veins coming out of his like eyes, you basically knew that it wasn't, you know, the AI. No, that was just Mimic controlling him and all that kind of stuff. And all that kind of stuff. It kind of also makes sense about the jammers too, because throughout the entirety of the map, jammers were appearing. You couldn't like use the mask when those happened, or you couldn't take off the mask when that happened. Basically, it's that little safety net of where it kind of like blocks off the Mimic's power. But doing that, we kind of just let him like go freely. But yeah, but like once like more of the nodes, he uses less of that power, and just say in chapter 8, he basically says, you know what, fuck it. I no longer need to use that much of my power. I can just say, just botch it all off, and she will just eat it up. And surely enough, she did. I never really do know about the Mimic's personality. I never did read the books that he was like where he came from. But it's like, we already know like how much of a threat he was already, and hearing that and like knowing like about this knowledge, it's like, holy fuck. Now I would able to understand on why people would have like come here with like a second person, because it's like, dude, he like he's basically made what he is. He's just a Mimic. That's all he is. He just uses like anyone's voice, either be Gregory's, Cassie's, anyone else. Like he can just lure them in and just kill them right there and then. It's like, it's so weird Like, heck, they didn't even use, like, AI voice to do that. No, they decided to like, just botch off the sentence, which is, like, a lot more creative than just using AI. But, yeah. It's so... I don't know. But not only that, the Scooper ending basically kind of changed things a little bit. Where, okay, I already said this before, but in the normal ending, you basically get to see the mimics, but however, in his endoskeleton form. But if you were to get all 4 hidden cameras from 4 different chapters, that be in 1, 3, 5, and 7, once you find all of those 4 hidden cameras from those 4 chapters, he basically wears a suit. Now, I was wondering what suit it is, and then I remembered. I remember watching like a theory and like video essay about the whole thing of the mimic, and where in that story that he was in, or at least in one of the epilogues that he's in, he kind of killed someone who was wearing a suit to avoid it getting like killed by him, to like unknowingly get killed by him by getting squished by Mimic's endoskeleton. Like, basically, there are these 2 kids who were, I believe in the Pizzaplex or something like that, or maybe the junkyard or something like that. They were in there, and one by one, the kids started to die off due to the Mimic and all that kind of stuff. And when it was like those 2 guys, they decided to put on the suits to say, hey, if they, if they, think that we're just animatronics, he will basically leave them alone. They put it on, they put on the suits, and just hope for the best. Now, when Mimics found them and all that kind of stuff, he gets an interest of like seeing the suit and decides to put on the suit himself, which unintentionally killing that same person that was in that suit, that being the lion suit. Now, I'm guessing from that story, he's been using that suit throughout the majority of the time. Majority of the time and all that kind of stuff, kind of killing someone in the process. I'm guessing that's where the reference of the suit came from. That's just my guess there. But yeah, you basically still do your own thing. You basically run away from him, but instead of going to the elevator, that area becomes blocked off by a pile of trash. You go down the hallway where the doors open from like the hidden cameras. You go into like the little area, press the button, and boom, the scooper basically kills the mimic. I think that kills the mimic, but they basically take off like the mimic's endoskeleton from the suit, and he's no longer there ever again, and all that kind of stuff, meaning that the mimic is no longer there. But however, if you notice something, and I just now noticed that too, that in the beginning of the game, in chapter 1, once you're like going down the stairs and all that kind of stuff, you get to see a big glimpse of the blob going up, meaning that now the blob is gonna become a much bigger threat than the mimic. I do not know what they're gonna do with the blob, but at the same time, you're like, yeah, there, and he never showed up throughout the entirety of the game, which I guess that kind of makes sense because it's like, since the Pizzaplex has been like destroyed, all that kind of stuff, it would have made sense that he was the one that caused it and all that kind of stuff. But then it kind of makes the question, so if he's there, then doesn't that mean Burn Trap is still down there? To which, in all honesty, I do not know. Like, maybe he's not even there, since the game kind of seems to be pushing towards that. The base, or at least the canon ending for the base game, is that it's Princess Quest. Of course it has to be, because it's like, Gregory's no longer in the Pizzaplex, Freddy's head is no longer there, and Vanny is not even there. And plus, not only that, she left her mask behind. And if you were to do the burn trap ending, Vanny is no longer seen to be there. But, however, the Blob and Springtrap are there, or something like that, and all that kind of stuff. They're there, and we get to see them. But then, however, now that I say that, it kind of makes sense. Because Vanny could have been still there when that all happened. But then at the same time, it wouldn't make sense. I mean, it wouldn't make even sense too. Actually, now that I think about it, so then there's two. Oh shit! Fuck. Okay. No, but then it's like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. I'm making myself even more confused. Yeah, it is Princess Quest. It is. It's not the burn trap ending. It's not. Because it wouldn't make sense for Vanny to, like, make some, like, little upgrades and make, like, the antivirus for the Mimic. So, because, like, it makes sense for, like, Vanny to, like, make it, like, an AI to, like, and an antivirus to, like, help, like, you know, fix the problem that she did. And also keep, like, something like the Mimic at bay. But then it also kind of makes me question, what the heck, why is the Blob is still there? Maybe the Blob is there from the very beginning. He was just there, just sitting there, and just doing nothing. But however, Burn Trap is no longer there. He's just... I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I might have to look up some theories, or at least watch some videos to get like a much better understanding. But I'm saying this now, and I'm saying this again. It is Princess Quest. That is the canon ending for the base game. And for judging for this one, for this DLC, for its canon ending, I'm gonna go with the Scooper ending. I want to say that one's the canon ending. But a part of me also thinks that maybe the normal ending is also kind of canon, but that's kind of 50-50. And where they're gonna take the story. But all that kind of stuff. It makes me, it's like still making me question, like, it's gonna give me some questions and answers. And all that kind of stuff. What else is there to talk about? Oh, right. Well, not really talking about the story, or at least DLC, but I'm, to be honest, I don't know where they're gonna go forward with this. I'm hoping that they, okay, so... I don't know what they're gonna do for this game. I mean, in all seriousness, Stillwell did kinda gave and took some time with this DLC. Instead of making this DLC be like a free roam just like the base game, they decided to make it where it's just one linear path of where you just need to go. I mean, yes, it's still somewhat of a free roam game. You can still like go back to like certain areas, but at the same time, those areas are no longer available once you go to like the next chapter. And the only time you ever do, or at least can go back to the back chapter, is by going through here, and you can like select like a chapter where you can go, and it basically gives you like a little description of which chapter that was on, and you at least now know like that was all that kind of about. But like at the same time, it makes me question what they're gonna do for this game. Are they gonna make another DLC? I hope so. I hope they can make another DLC. But like my question is this: what is the next DLC gonna be about? Well, to me, I want to say they're still gonna continue on with the story of like after the events of Ruin, because there's still gonna be some characters for like each. I mean, well, to be honest, the game it does say Five Nights at Freddy's, and since there's only like two, it kind of makes sense that well, Security Breach is night one, and Ruin is obviously night two. And it would have made sense that for DLC 3, 4, and 5, they would have at least be whole new different, like, different stories of different characters, which I was kind of hoping that they would do. And thankfully for Cassie, she was, like, the second one. Now, it kind of makes me question who's next on this little adventure. Like, we already know that. Well, I mean, to be honest, we don't know what's going on. I'm hoping that they make, like, a third DLC. But however, it kind of makes me question who's going to be up next, or at least something like that. To me, I want to say the Blob might be next, because the Security Breach was like more about I want to say it's more about Vanny and Burn Trap and maybe the Blob at the same time. And since they have like Gregory and Freddy, you have like those guys and all that kind of stuff. And then Night 2 is basically about Cassie's story and all that kind of stuff. You basically see like what happens after the base game and all that kind of stuff, and then maybe like DLC 3 where kind of takes place a little bit like maybe bits like months like after Ruin. It kind of like has a different person, but this time it's a maintenance worker, and you basically go down there into the Pizzaplex and fixing like some areas, or at least fixing some like animatronics and all that kind of stuff. I'm like hoping for like DLC. I'm hoping they give us like at least 3 more DLC of this game, and maybe, and this is the biggest stretch, give us another week, like basically once like the whole 3 DLC comes out for this game. It basically becomes, you know, 5 nights, as it intended to be, because it cannot be 2, and it cannot be 1, it has to be 5. It says in the name, and it would make some more sense that they will have like 3 DLCs ready to line up, but at the same time, those shit takes like a long ass time. So, I'm willingly to wait for those 3 DLCs, and I'm hoping they will like make them. All that kind of stuff. But however, a part of me wants to say that once those like 3 DLC comes out, then DLC 6 is just gonna be custom night. Basically, instead of having its own like unique story, why not just add in some, you know, like not finished, or at least finished. Okay, maybe some concept mini games, like basically where if you don't want to play the game or at least any of the stories, and you're not feeling like to like go through, you know, certain parts of the area just for you to play Monty Gator Golf or Chico's like Blast and all that kind of stuff, or even you want to go play on the go-karts or even Bonnie Ball at the same time, then DLC 6 is just going to be custom night, where they take all the mini games from each area and maybe add in some new ones, like basically multiplayer or co-op mode, where basically you get to play Security Breach like in the base game, but how it's up to like 4 players, and you get to play as like like 4 like 4 different characters, but you still play the base game and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you can also do like little competitive matches too with like your friends and all that kind of stuff. It's not online, you have to play it locally, so if your friends have the game and also the DLC for it, you basically get to play with like each other. Like the scavenger hunt, you can have like a little like competitive scavenger hunt with like your friends and all that kind of stuff to see who has like the most, who found like the most like gifts throughout the time. Or you can play like Security Breach, but but like with 4 players, because I thought that would be fun. Because like, hey, you get to be playing fun with your like friends and all that kind of stuff, but you can also play like a little bit with the other mini games. Like you get to play like mini golf with your friends, or even play like bowling, or even the race carts, go karts, which is like, hey, it's there and it's kind of fun to do. Oh, there's even like a little like rhythm game maybe. You can probably do something like that. Or you can also play like Princess Quest, but like instead of being like story based, like no, you can also play it as it is, which is it's kind of fun, as well as like the Balloon Boy thing mini game you can probably play. I'm like putting out ideas there. It's like yeah, the custom night DLC that would be fun. Plus, not only that, it would kind of bring back like some like scrap ideas and you can like put them in and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and you can have like maybe like a Dead by Daylight kind of like situation where like you have okay, so where okay, maybe something like that where it's like one person and versus like all 3 or 4. It's where like you basically like try to see who gets like the farthest or at least who gets to like complete their objectives and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, sure, it's kind of basically a different game at this point, but it's like, it's a mini game. It's not based on the base story, like, no, it's like a little fun, like, game that you guys can, like, play with each other. And it's like, should be like up to like 8 players, where like you have like 8 like kids, and, no, not 8 kids, like 4 players as the kids, and you have 4 players as the staff bots where their job is to like find like these like 4 kids that are like that snuck into the pizzaplex and all that kind of stuff, and you basically like try to like stun them and like get them like captured and all that kind of stuff. It's like kind of like a game of cat and mouse and all that kind of stuff. But then like once you get to a point of the game where you can also play as the animatronics, as Freddy, Roxy, Monty, or even the son and like a lot of kind of stuff. Like I'm like putting it out there. Like I kind of want to see like what they're gonna do for the other DLCs. I'm willing to wait if they're gonna be making it out. I don't know if it's gonna be free like this one, but if it's not, then hey, I'm willing to pay for the season pass. Cause like I'm hoping that the DLCs for like each installment of this game, I just hope they kind of make up the price for the game. Cause the game, like I said, it's like $40, and when it first came out, a lot of people say it was not worth the price. But since this game since the DLC came out, I'm now starting to think that maybe it is. But that's only like one DLC, and for the rest to come, then I would say yeah, it is now worth its price. But to me, I say it's still like $20 or $25. It's still like not $30 worth of the price or even $40. No, it's not. It's slowly getting there, but at the same time, it's still like I feel like it should have been like $25 or $20 for this game. But who knows? I might change my mind if they're gonna continue on with like more DLC down the line. But if not, then it's like okay, I guess that kind of makes like a little nice send off to this game. Still though, I kind of wish to give us like more nights and maybe like get a chance to like I don't know. I'm just hoping. I might think doing like a slideshow on like what they can do for like the other DLC, or maybe give them like a little bit ideas. I don't know. I'm getting like some ideas, but I know damn well for sure that like once 3 DLCs are done in the making, they're gonna make a 6th DLC where it's just only mini games. No, or like just little mini games that you can do, or maybe do like some games that you can do with your friends. Nothing story based, nothing all that kind of stuff. No, it's just little mini games that you can like goof off with your friends and all that kind of stuff. Plus, it's like I want this game to be fun as well, because I want this game to have like a little bit of like replayability. Because I know damn well it does have it. It's just that like a lot of people really don't want to replay the game for like other reasons, like trying to get like secret. I mean, pretty sure there's some people who want to go back into the game just to find some secrets, just to find like what they miss and all that kind of stuff. Or maybe they just like the story and they just want to replay it and all that kind of much. But however, I kind of want to make another option for those who are done, feel like they're done playing the game, that they've seen enough of what they can find, and just wants to mess around with their friends on this. And it's like, yeah, we have people who made mods for the game where you can have like 4 players and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it make sense for a mini game like that to be, you know, in this game as well as like a 4v4 kind of gameplay where it's like, hey, it's there. Oh, even faster blast. I didn't even notice. Like, yeah, you can. Man. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be fun. I believe Faster Blast only has 2 games, so it's like 4v4. So it's like you basically need to get like 8 friends, or maybe if you don't have 8 friends, you can also probably go into like settings and have like AI. Oh, if you don't have like the other 8, you basically can reuse the staff bots. And yo, I'm like thinking, okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna post this on Reddit. I feel like I should probably write this all down, because like I'm getting like all these good kind of ideas. I like the ideas I like it made. I just hope they get implemented into the game. I just hope. I just I'm just thinking about custom nights and thinking about the little mini games that you can get to play. Look, like I said, the game should be fun. You like, heck, even after like all the story bit and stuff, I feel like it's time to just, you know, have some fun with the game. But then at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost a lot of space in your computer's hard drive and or console. But then at the same time, it's like, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think that's probably it. Ugh, my heart is hurting. As of right now of this recording, or at least this stream, it is 2 a.m. Dang. Kinda wish it makes sense of what I was saying throughout the earlier, but at the same time, I did not know what to say. I just kinda fumbled my words. Kinda wish I had someone in here, but oh well. It's fine by me. I want to see what kind of stuff that I miss. But anyways, I think this is a perfect time for me to call it quits here. So, yeah. That's all. Wait, did someone just join in? Did someone literally just join in? Sorry. Sorry you had to see this, but we're just gonna call it quits today. We already got what we came for, and I kind of said what I need to say about this DLC. But yeah. I just hope you all enjoyed. And also, good night. I'm tired. Well, I'm not tired, just my heart is a bit hurting. So I guess I just need to be off. Night, everybody.